again, let us look at the MKOPA platform. And we are looking at the phone X2 plus cash loan. In my previous video, I had said that I did not qualify for a cash loan, but eventually I did qualify for a cash loan. Okay, so for this phone, which is the MKOPA X2, we are talking about a phone that requires a deposit of 3,289 shillings plus deposit plus daily. This is deposit plus daily of 72 shillings for 365 days. This is 1 year. When you do these two maths, you come up with an installment, first of all, an installment of 26,280 shillings. And when you add plus the deposit, you get a total of 29,579 shillings. Okay, so that's what you're going to pay on the MKOPA platform for a plan of 1 year. But now we have different days in which you can pay for the phone. There are actually 3 options, extending all the way to 365 days. I think I have seen 90 days, 180 days, and 365 days. I think I have seen something like that, if I'm not wrong. Now, spec by spec, this MKOPA X2, it is not a phone that is available anywhere. However, this is a phone that is made by the company HMD. HMD is what took over from the former Nokia. Okay, the legendary Nokia. We know this by that hardy phone called Nokia 3310. Okay, so HMD is the manufacturer of X2, but this X2 has been specifically spec'd for Safaricom under the MKOPA platform. So there is no phone that is spec by spec to this phone. However, the very closest that one is going to get is a phone called HMD Pulse Pro. This phone here matches almost all the specs of HMD X2. Okay, and what is the price of this phone in Kenya right now? An average of about 19,000 shillings when you buy it under cash. Now, considering that you're going to pay 29,579,000 for 1 year versus a phone versus 19,000 shillings on cash for nearly the same phone, then we are going to have a balance of 10,579 shillings that you are going to pay in excess. Okay, so for those of us who have done accounting, you can do the percentage. You take this, the excess, divided by the original price times 100. I think this one brings us to almost like 80%. I think so. Probably somebody can tell me in the comments. Okay, so when did I qualify for my cash loan? I qualified for my cash loan on 2nd of June this year, 2025, and I was given 4,500 shillings, and this is supposed to be paid until 26th March 2026. That is a period of 297 days. And how much am I paying on daily installment? 23 shillings daily. So 23 shillings daily times 297 brings the total cash loan. This is about cash loan that is available on the MKOPA platform. Remember, we had talked about some benefits that the MKOPA platform gives you. It gives you a screen replacement gives you a phone replacement, gives you a cash loan, and gives you a hospital cover for inpatient worth 30,000 shillings, valid for the 1 year that is, that one takes the phone for. Plus, there is also 50 MB Safaricom data daily for 1 month. Those are the 5 benefits that one gets from the MKOPA platform. Okay, so one of these benefits, which is the cash loan, I qualified for 4,500 shillings. This is irrespective of your CRB rating. This one is irrespective of your CRB rating. So 4,500 shillings, paying a daily of 23 bob for 297 days brings this total to 6,831 shillings. Now, if you do the difference between these two, you get a difference of 2,331 shillings as the interest on this, on 4,500. This is nearly half of the amount you are actually paying. This is almost times 1.5 of the amount that one takes from the cash loan. Okay, so this is the interest that you pay on cash loan. This is the interest that you pay on the phone. So if you opt to take the phone under the MKOPA platform and go ahead and take the cash loan, it means within that period of roughly 1 year, you will have paid an excess of about 12,900 shillings in terms of interest. Okay, so this is one thing that you should know before you take this product. Okay, and now the other thing that you also need to note is that before I took the cash loan, I was paying a daily of 72 shillings. After taking the cash loan, this 23 shillings was added here. So I ended up paying a daily of 95 shillings. So it changed my daily payments to 95 shillings per day. So I'll continue paying 95 shillings per day until this date. I took the phone on 18th. I took the phone on 18th of January. So when it reaches this date, I will have completed paying for the phone. Now I'll continue paying 23 shillings until 26th of March. Okay, then after that, I will be done with both the MKOPA phone and the cash loan. Okay, and the MKOPA app will still be active to continue taking cash loans, even after you've completed paying for the phone. Now, what you also need to know is that this MKOPA and cash loan can get you listed in CRB if you default. Okay? When you check your CRB status, one of the parameters or one of the determinants is MKOPA. So this one can get you listed in CRB if you default. Okay? And one other thing that is also interesting that I'm also noting now is how your data, Airtel data, unaona venye zinamezwa mbio sana.